What's up, TM Nation? Today we're diving into something pretty special that's been in heavy rotation in my collection for the past couple of weeks, the Noble Fokus Apollo wireless headphones. Now, if you aren't familiar with Noble Audio, they're known for making some seriously high-end in-ear monitors, and this is their first venture into over-the-ear headphones. I'm gonna go ahead and say the price up front because at $649 retail, these are certainly not cheap headphones, but stick with me to the end of the video because the features, design, and the comfort may justify that price tag for you personally. Let's start with the unboxing because Noble didn't cut corners here. You're greeted with this massive carrying case. When you open it up, you'll see that you have this nice honeycomb pattern interior that cradles the headphones perfectly. And inside, you're getting pretty much everything that you would need. There's your USB Type-C cable for charging, a really nice 3.5mm cable. You get a 2-prong airline adapter, a 1/4-inch adapter that you can use for various headphone amps, a 3.5mm to 4.4mm adapter, and you also get a detachable boom mic as well that I'll talk more about in just a bit. One thing that I do have to say about these is that the build quality is premium. They give you this anodized aluminum on the outside, and even though they do feel sturdy in the hands, they're still relatively lightweight, coming in at only about 11.5 ounces. The headband is wrapped in Alcantara material. Yeah, this is the same stuff that you get in luxury cars, and the ear cups are using this super soft protein leather with memory foam on the inside, and the ear cups are also replaceable. So if these headphones last for several years, as they should, you will be able to replace the ear cups if they become worn. The adjustment mechanism is also smooth, and you do get a good range of motion for different sized heads. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that these do fold flat, but they don't completely collapse like some other headphones, which does make them a little bit less transportable if you aren't going to carry them inside the included case. But comfort wise, the weight distribution is really well done. I've worn these for up to 6 hours continuously for leisure listening and editing my videos, and honestly, these things are so comfortable that after I've had them on my head for about 30 minutes, sometimes I forget that they're there. The controls with these are going to be executed by physical buttons, which are mainly on your right ear cup. There is where you have your ANC, your volume up and down, and pretty much everything else. And then on the left ear cup is where you have your mute toggle. So if you happen to be on a call and you need to kill all of your sound, you can do that. Touching more on what makes these special, they are actually a world first. They're using a hybrid driver setup with both a 40mm dynamic driver and a 14.5mm planar magnetic driver in each ear cup. Think of it like having a subwoofer and a tweeter working together in a pair of headphones, which of course is pretty standard across Bluetooth speakers, but when it comes to headphones, not so much. Now, the dynamic driver handles the low end while the planar takes care of the mids and highs, and on the wireless side, you're getting Bluetooth 5.3 with pretty much every codec you could think of. These are compatible with LDAC, AAC, aptX, aptX HD, and SBC, of course. And the battery life with these is actually insane. We're talking up to 80 hours of use on a charge if you're not using ANC. And even if you choose to use these with ANC on pretty much the whole time, you'll still get up to 60 hours, which is really good. I've been using these for 2 weeks now, and I have still not had to charge them. And for the ANC performance, these use 3 mics in each ear cup for hybrid active noise cancellation that Noble claims will give you up to a minus 35 dB reduction. You also get multi-point connectivity with these as well. So if you want to connect them to your laptop and your phone at the same time, for example, you have that capability. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of, but that I can see as a benefit for some folks too, is the detachable boom mic. I personally would never walk around wearing this, so I would have to rely on the internal mic, but on the flip side, the quality that you get out of the boom mic is noticeably cleaner. But as always, I did take some samples just so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the headphones paired to my iPhone 16 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming from their internal microphones. In just a moment, I will plug in the boom mic. Give me a second. And now I have the boom microphone plugged in, as you can see, and one of the main benefits of this design is of course that it's adjustable, so you can get it closer to your mouth if you need it to be. Now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. I am still using the boom mic, and I will switch over to the internal mics, but for now let me know what you guys think. Is this one doing a pretty good job of focusing on my speech and rejecting some of that noise? Let me know what you think. And here is the background noise test using the internal microphones. So let me know how these compare. Do you think that they're doing as good of a job as the boom mic at focusing on my speech and rejecting some of that noise? Or do you think that the boom mic did a better job? Let me know. So now that I've gone over most of the specs, let me go ahead and talk about the sound quality, because I've used these to listen to a bunch of different types of music, from pop to hip hop and R&B to reggae and much more. I did take the sound test inside of the app to have it create an EQ tuned to my hearing, but even out of the box, these had a smoothness to them that is rare. In the stock EQ, they were more on the flat side, but they still provided a near distortion free sound signature all the way up through max volume. But with my custom EQ, the clarity really came to life, with the highs being extra crispy but not too harsh at the same time. The mids were easily audible without being too forward, and the bass was punchy without being too overpowering or pronounced. Now these aren't going to give you that deep rumbling and uncontrolled subwoofer in the trunk type of bass, because these are more on the high fidelity sound and they're well balanced overall. That being said, if you're a bass head or you consider yourself to be a volume junkie, these are not going to be your best bet. But if you want to be able to hear those minute details in your music that you probably never knew were there, these are going to be a great choice for you, because I know for myself, I've listened to many songs that I've been listening to for years and picked up on frequencies that I didn't notice before. One thing that I do want to mention though is that I did use these for exercise, and there were a few times that I did wish I had a little bit more volume. Now I think that they're going to be more than adequate for most people, but if you're someone that likes to listen to their music extra loud, I don't think that they quite hit that level. For the ANC performance, I'm not going to put these on the level of higher end Sony or Bose headphones, but it's still very effective. I've used these while editing videos with my AC and fan running at pretty much full blast, and they did a great job of cutting out that constant hum, but I will say that they're not the best when it comes to dialogue, as I could hear people talking as they walked by me, especially if I didn't have my music set to above 50% of the max volume and they were speaking in louder than a conversational tone. I also wouldn't say that the transparency mode is top tier either. It does work well enough to amplify what's going on in my immediate vicinity, but it's not as natural sounding as what I get with my AirPods Max headphones, which I consider to be the gold standard in this area. So now let me go ahead and circle back and talk about the value proposition, because like I said earlier, these do cost $649 retail, and at that price you can get 2 pairs of Sony XM5s or something comparable. But here's the thing guys, these are not aimed at competing with your average consumer wireless headphones. These are for people who want audiophile level sound quality in a wireless package, and also own devices that will pull the best sound quality out of them at the same time. And in my opinion, when you compare these to something like the AirPods Max, the price does start to make a little bit more sense, because with these you're getting better battery life, similar build quality, but better sound quality overall. So although like I said earlier, they are not a cheap pair of headphones, for people that can take advantage of their features, I think they have a market. So after spending the last couple of weeks with the Noble Fokus Apollo headphones, I can confidently say that these are some of the best sounding wireless headphones that I've ever tested. But are they perfect? No, I certainly wouldn't say that they are. The case is humongous, so these would not be my first choice if I'm going on a quick flight. The ANC could be better. The app is not as polished and robust as what you'll get with some other premium headphones, and the price tag is definitely going to make most people think twice before pulling the trigger on a pair. But if you're someone who values sound quality above pretty much everything else and wants the convenience of wireless with the option to go wired, these are absolutely worth considering. They're built like a tank, the sound is incredible, and the battery life is ridiculous. But let me know in the comments if you've tried a pair of these out and what you think about that price tag. Also, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, so you don't miss out on any of my content. But until next time, it's your boy Tech Mo signing out. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.